Hi everyone, it's Nancy Weinbeck, CEO at Bayview. I'm so happy to be bringing you our second weekly message to residents by video. This week you're going to hear from Heather Smith, our Director of Resident Services. She's got some exciting updates to share on some of the technology pieces we talked about briefly last week. And before we get to Heather's message, I wanted to share a couple of updates with you. One is, by now you've probably read in the weekly that our skilled nursing residents that retested, those tests did all come back negative, so we were very happy about that. With that, now we're entering into our phase of staff testing. So we have about 80 staff that we anticipate will be tested on a staggered schedule starting next week, looking at Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And those are staff that work in the health center, or they may have some sort of daily or weekly reason to be in the health center, even if they're not dedicated health center staff. So those are the folks that will be tested. And as soon as we learn the results of those tests, we'll share with you as well. So that's coming next week. Now here's a really fun feature we're adding to this program. So before we move on to Heather's message, we're going to share with you some behind-the-scenes video of some of our departments here at Bayview. And this actually came from a suggestion from a resident. We thought it was a great idea. So we're starting this series with food service. You get great food delivered on a daily basis, and some of you might be wondering, how are they putting it all together? How are they making this happen? So in this first week, we're going to share with you a very brief inside view of your dining services program. And stay tuned for future weeks where we show behind the scenes at all the departments that keep Bayview going and keeping us safe and well, like housekeeping and the important work that they do. Nursing staff, all the other programs here at Bayview that are part of our Bayview family. So we look forward to sharing these little snippets of inside Bayview life with you. And now I'd like to introduce you to Heather Smith, our Director of Resident Services, and her message I'm very excited about. So you'll get to hear what's coming up from Heather. Here you go.
Hi Bayview residents, it's me Heather, your Director of Resident Services. It has been quite a few months. You've probably seen us all scrambling, and we all have kind of new responsibilities and new duties. But I wanted to remind you that we are here for you. I'm here for you, and I have a couple of fun updates. If you remember last week, Nancy was teasing us about the potential for Alexas and some smart home things. So the good news is yes, we actually are getting those within the next week or two, I believe 2 weeks. So we're actually, all of our independent and assisted living residents, you will receive a Amazon Alexa device in your apartment. And that will tell you the going-ons for the day. We'll be able to put updates right directly to there that you can listen to. So watch out in the next 2 weeks. I will be heading up our training for all of that and delivering that one by one to each one of you. Furthermore, Channel 69, I know everyone has been missing it, myself included, so we have found a replacement for that, and getting a timeline for that in the next couple of days. So look in next week's weekly, and probably in 2 weeks the announcement for a timeline on when we'll have that. We're hoping to get it before the end of June, and again, that'll be DVDs that we can play, so you'll get your movies back, and we're looking at the capability to live stream our town halls and any other meetings and whatnot that we can do. So again, we will keep you posted. Quick reminder, I know that this has been really rough for everyone, staff and residents alike. Just remember to, when you're out of your apartment, please wear your mask. I'm outside right now and my mask is off, but I'm putting this back on as soon as I go back inside. So please remember to put on your mask, wear your mask when you're outside of your apartment, and then of course always be washing your hands, gelling in and out of those gel stations. Anytime you see any of it empty, please, again, call reception and we'll get those refilled. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. You can call me, leave me a voicemail, my phone number, extension 2313. Otherwise, shoot me an email at hsmith@bayviewseattle.org. If you have any general questions or concerns, I know that there's a lot of stuff up in the air right now. We're consistently having daily meetings discussing, when we can open up different things, when we can bring back different instructors. So please do not hesitate to reach out with any of those questions, because we'll start answering those in these video messages moving forward. Thanks, Bayview residents. We love you. We'll see you soon.
Thank you, Heather Smith, for delivering that great message. We are very excited and looking forward to bringing that technology into Bayview. One more quick word. We are awaiting the governor's response as far as moving into the state's, to phase 2 of the state's 4-phase program. Behind the scenes on your leadership team, we've been working on what that means for Bayview. And we're not quite ready to roll out our plan yet. We're still working on it, and a lot of it's going to depend on what we hear from the governor and other guidance that we receive from that alphabet soup of agencies that we are working with to keep COVID-19 out of our building. So I'm hoping that next week, not in the weekly you just read, but in next week's weekly, we'll have more of a plan that we'll be able to lay out for you. So we're looking forward to delivering that message, and that's it for today. So we hope you all have a wonderful week, and we look forward to sharing more with you as we learn more. So thank you. Hang in there, everybody. You're doing an awesome job.